As Tanzania goes to the polls today, 28th October 2020, reports coming in from Zanzibar are very disheartening and a cause of great concern. The island's opposition candidate for president, Saif Sharif Hamad, was yesterday briefly detained at a polling station after he went to cast his vote early. There are also persistent reports of people losing their lives in a hail of bullets. The confrontation between the police and the people took place when ballot boxes were being offloaded. Because it was suspected that these ballot boxes that were being offloaded were heavy, meaning that they already had votes inside them. A sign of rigging. The incident was confirmed by the Tanzanian police chief, Bwana Simon Siro, who said that they were flooding ballot boxes, and then some youths started throwing stones. He did not talk about the heavy-handed response of the police. Multiple opposition sources claim that the police responded with the live ammunition. Now, we need to understand that the island of Zanzibar has been a political hotspot in Tanzania for decades. And the opposition presidential candidate, Saif Sharif Hamad, has won many elections, but has never taken office. He's the Raila Odinga of Zanzibar. He has a massive following on the island. Now, we also need to take note of the fact that the opposition in Tanzania, united, came together for this election. And the deal is that the island is supporting the opposition candidate, Tundu Lissu, for the presidency of Tanzania. Bottom line, CCM is a non-starter politically on the island. That is the truth. Indeed, Zanzibar has been a major problem for the Tanzanian government for a very long time. Since the days of President Benjamin Mkapa, it was obviously much easier for the government to control Zanzibar when CCM was the only political party. Tanzania was legally a one-party state. But when Nyerere left power in 1985, his successor, the second president of Tanzania, was Ali Hassan Mwinyi. And under his presidency, Tanzania opened up and received her very first foreign loan in very many years. And this donor money comes with conditions. And so during Mwinyi's second term, that started in 1990, the country was pressurized by the donors to introduce multi-party politics. It's very interesting that Mwalimu Julius Nyerere famously said that he had visited many countries which had many political parties. But he never assumed on visiting a country that had many political parties that that country was democratic. Bottom line, having many political parties does not automatically mean a country is democratic. Very wise words indeed. And we have seen that coming to pass in many African countries, including Kenya. Anyway, after President Mwinyi was pressurized into introducing multi-party politics in Tanzania, all hell broke loose in Zanzibar. And political trouble has been a very normal thing in Zanzibar since then. In this electioneering period, even before the campaigns officially started, there's been very heavy police and security presence on the island. And the current heavy-handed CCM administration, indeed the most heavy-handed in the history of the country, has just made things worse in Zanzibar. And many keen political observers have predicted that things will have to come to a head soon. I believe a brief look into the history of Zanzibar will be able to give us a clearer picture of what has gone down in this very beautiful tourist spot in East Africa. For centuries, and many people don't know this, the Sultan of Zanzibar owned the entire coastal strip. That includes places like Mombasa, at the Kenyan coast. The entire coastal strip, right from the Horn of Africa, all the way to Madagascar. Yeah. But when Zanzibar gained her independence on 10th December 1963, around that period, the British government brokered many deals, that saw Zanzibar lose vast areas of land. For instance, the coastal strip in Kenya. But then came the very bloody revolution of 12th January 1964, which was led by a Ugandan policeman. Yes, you heard me right. A Ugandan, a foreigner, led the revolution in Zanzibar, that overthrew the Arab rulers. And Sheikh Abed Amani Karume was named the president of the newly created People's Republic of Zanzibar and Pemba. In that very bloody revolution, it is estimated that over 12,000 Zanzibaris of Arabic descent and Indians were murdered. The revolution took place in January, and in April 26th, Sheikh Abed Karume made the decision to form a union with mainland Tanganyika, and thus the country called Tanzania was born. It was a union of Tanganyika and Zanzibar. Now, fascinatingly, he made this decision to avoid Soviet, that is Russian, influence and occupation. He preferred African socialism. President Karume was then assassinated in 1972, 7th April 1972. And what followed was chaos on the island and weeks of fighting between pro-government and anti-government forces. I have a lot of very fascinating information on Zanzibar in my blog, kumekucha.blogspot.com, and I've put a link in the description area below this video on YouTube. But it is interesting what the late President Julius Nyerere suggested would be a lasting solution. He had suggested 3 governments. A government of Zanzibar, a government of Tanganyika, separate, and then a 3rd government, a union government of Zanzibar and Tanganyika. And many decades later, it seems that would be the only lasting solution to the political upheavals in Zanzibar. Bottom line, make Zanzibar more independent of the mainland. But for now, in these 2020 elections, we should expect Zanzibar to be a major controversial point when election results are announced, especially if those results show a win for the incumbent, President Magufuli, rather than the opposition candidate Tundu Lissu. But let's wait and see what happens. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.